but we were not 4-0 on the first stretch. We were 3-1 on the first stretch. I think we ended 3. I think we lost the 3 losses either way. Johnny.
Sorry, hold on. I'm doing something. You guys talk for a second.
Johnny.
Talk for a second.
Sorry. How do you think they're going 5-3? How do you think they're going 5-3? In the first 8 games, 4-0, and then whether it's 4-0, and then do you think 6 wins somehow through those first 8 games? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So 5. That's what I thought. So 5 is pretty set. 5 was pretty set. 5-3. But they're so close to somehow. They're so close to somehow get the over. More to get the over. That's because and Mississippi State. Yeah, at Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Arkansas. They're getting 2, right? They're only getting 2 wins. There's no way. Yeah.
So what are we saying? Missouri's going to finish out. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. They can't get 8. There's no way they're going to get 8 wins on the schedule. There's no way they're getting 8 wins. Yeah, 7 max. Like they're 7-5. That's a respectable year for them all the day.
7-5 for Mizzou, and they're not going over.
I can see them going 6-6 as well, but let's be nice.
I have a little bit of good news. The reason why the stream keeps crashing is because we had over 6,000 people viewing on TikTok at one time.
Yeah, we're doing nice. But then it kept crashing, so.
5,999 is the limit.
We're going to have to get rid of OBS, Tyler. We're going to have to go to something different.
Yeah, they're putting it to keep out different lines.
Don't fucking yell at me. Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
4.5 over under. First game. Hold on.
Kentucky is 4.5.
They're not even gonna come close to touching that either. First couple games is
Toledo, Ole Miss, Eastern Michigan.
By at South Carolina. That's 2-2.
That's 1-3.
Noah up there in Eastern Michigan's gonna have a couple interceptions. Is that what's gonna happen?
I think Toledo knocks him off.
Shout out to Noah. We got,
Shout out to Noah.
Toledo has like 14 guys back this year. I think Toledo beats them. I think it's 1-3.
Jesus. Does CC make it through the season if he loses 1-3 in the first 4 games?
He still has a pretty handsome pop, if I remember correctly, though.
But I mean, because they're going to get Georgia, Texas, Tennessee. He's going to keep his job halfway through the season. I don't see it.
So Toledo and Tennessee Tech are about the only winnable games on here for them.
Yeah, do we have to go through this? Let's just say 2-10.
Let's not. They're not going to get over 4.
Well, and apparently the coach, what was his name? Vince Marrow was with Stoops for 12 years, and then he left to go to Louisville this year, and they're playing at Louisville at the end of the year.
So let's just be nice to them.
I think they're going to get annihilated by Louisville.
Let's just be nice to them and say they win 3 games. Let's just say 3-9. They don't win an SEC game, and we'll just call it a day. And they're still under.
Yeah, we took over. Nebraska took their best offensive weapons, so I agree with that.
Yeah, Louisville's destroying. I hate to keep talking about it. They're not going to get a win.
We got 2 more teams. Whole time, bitches. He quit on his team, bitches. He's a fucking loser, bitches.
Listen, we went to my high school, okay? But also, that we know that. It's because he listens to freaking Kaiser and has his head all inflated. That's what happens when you let Count Chocula in real life.
100%.
Anyway, they're going to do Ole Miss next. I don't know how much Johnny's had a hard
first 4 games: at Southern Miss, versus Arizona State, versus Alcorn State, versus Northern Illinois. That is, I'm gonna say 3-1.
But that's like the only 3 wins they get. And Force. We'll add the
3-1.
I think they go 2-2, and that's a good outcome for them.
All right, Jay, do you think 2-2 or 3-1? There's receipts.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
All right, we'll put them at 2-2. Whatever. That's fine.
They're not going to be the board in the swamp.
No, they're going to beat A&M at home. I know at A&M.
I think they're going to beat Florida at the Swamp, and he gets fired that game.
Napier or Elko?
Napier gets fired.
That would get you fired. That would happen.
They have 60 transfers,
Yep.
guys. 60 transfers in. They do have 9 back on offense and 7 back on defense. I know they were a bad team. That's a lot of guys to be coming in and out. And if you don't know, guys, you should get to know. Blake Shapen's going to ball out for them. So we'll go 3-5. We'll go 3-5. That's fine. Last 4 games at Arkansas.
I see it.
At Arkansas versus
I don't
Georgia.
see the season.
At Arkansas versus Georgia. At Missouri. Home to Ole Miss. I think they win
After that.
2 of those games. I think they're 5-7.
What's over?
They can win 4 games. They can win 4 games on this schedule.
Can they win 5?
No.
They
can win 4. They can definitely win 4.
All right, so we'll go.
I honestly think
I mean, I would put money on that for like 100%. I would put money on that.
So we'll go 4-8.
I mean, I would too.
We'll go 4-8 for the.
Yeah, I definitely see them screwing it up. I see them losing to like Northern Illinois. Or losing to Southern Miss, beating Ole Miss. I can see them losing to Southern Miss, but then beating Ole Miss at the end of the season. Like, this is how poor this team is for the state of Mississippi.
All right, last game. Last people, here we go. It's them Vanderbilt Commodores, boys and girls. Over under 4.5.
12-0.
Over under
They
4.5.
beat everybody.
Here we go, first game. I can't even tell who that is. That's how bad of a team it is. Charleston Southern at home, Virginia Tech on the road, South Carolina on the road, Georgia State on the road. That's 3-1, boys.
2-2.
That's 3-1.
Georgia State's at home.
Whatever, 3-1.
They're beating Virginia Tech at home. They're beating South Carolina. They're beating them on the road.
No, they're going to beat the
2-2.
They're going to beat the Buccaneers. They're going to beat Georgia State. And they're going to beat Virginia Tech. That's not that hard to look. That's really not that difficult.
Last time, Vanderbilt had a breakout season last season, and they still went to how many overtimes with Virginia Tech?
Yeah, that was early in the season.
But
This game is
now they're at Virginia Tech.
You're a dick.
Yeah, slick, man. Way to go.
I think
Dude, they're 2-2. Come on. It's 2-2.
Fine. If you give me 2-2 there, then they're going to go 2-2 after the next one. They'll be 4-4 after 8 weeks. They're going to beat Utah State, and then they're going to beat one of the 3 big boys.
Well, it's Alabama,
LSU,
LSU, Missouri.
At Alabama, home to LSU, home to Missouri. But they have a full bye week in
I
between
see.
LSU. What?
I can see them winning 2 of those games for sure.
Okay. So that's 4-4. Is everybody in
Between
agreement?
LSU and Missouri at home, they're beating one of them.
Is everybody in agreement with that?
So a 2-2? I can see a 2-2.
So that's 4-4
Yeah,
because
4-4.
right now they're going to win three of their last. They're going to win their last 3 games. At Texas.
Because Tennessee is definitely moving to Vanderbilt last week.
At Texas, 2 home games, Auburn and Kentucky with a bye week in between, and then at Tennessee. This is a 7-5. I think they're an 8-4 team, but you guys are saying 7. You guys agree they're going to win the last 3 games.
I think they will win 6 games, and that's the over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't agree.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how Fabio makes it through all that.
Dude, he's a baller, bro.
He's a baller, but like he literally, I'm surprised he can walk after last season. Like I just don't see him getting all the way to the Tennessee game in full health to actually beat them. If it was early in the season, sure, I'd give it to him. So give you season. I will give you 8 wins. I don't see how that's. So I'm going with 6. All right,
6
He'll be
and
the
6.
whole season gutted out. He'll gut it out. He's going to win. That doesn't mean he's going to win.
All right, so then that's fine. Listen, you guys. I'm fair here. I'm fair. Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. The best team that we have picked right now is Texas at 10-2. The other 2 teams that we have coming in at 9-3. We only have 1 other team, so that means we picked Georgia, Texas to be the best 2 teams in the SEC. Texas at 10-2, Georgia at 9-3. That'll be the SEC title game. We have 8-4 LSU, A&M, and Ole Miss. So yeah, we have a bunch of 7-5 teams. Alabama 8-4 as well. So we're gonna have Georgia playing Texas in the SEC championship game. Do we agree on that?
Again, I think Bama will be a little higher, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we all agree that. So who wins that game?
Texas.
For sure.
If Arch is man. They don't really have somebody to go back to. Arch is not the fan of doing to Archie what they did to what's his name last year. Then it could fall apart real quick. I can't believe we went to the NFL draft. We got drafted like in the 6th round instead of taking any of the offers on the table to transfer somewhere else, including Miami. I'm not being bitter, but just like you could be playing for Miami and try to pull a Cam Ward, but you went to the draft right now at a 6th round pick versus Cam, who was number 1 overall. Like, who is telling this guy what to do with his life? I don't understand. I just don't understand the decision that Quinn Ewers made there.
Boys,
But anyway, that's for another thing. That's for another show.
So that's our picks for the SEC this year on the win totals.
So it's going to be kind of a down year for them, right?
Now that we know how to do this, we'll
By
get
SEC stand.
we'll get in a lot easier next week. We'll do a lot better. Sorry for the technical bullshit. It's clearing up. But listen, that's our SEC picks. But real quick, I want to go over who do you guys think is the best? Because we just did that as a group. That was a group thing. I want your best team, your best player, your best coach, and your surprise, and your who's your most disappointing. Real quick, we'll do best player in the conference. Rob, go ahead.
Best player in the conference? Well, yeah, I just said it. It's got to be Arch. If it's not Arch, then everything we just said about Texas is completely wrong.
I like that.
So it has to be Arch for this to be true.
JC?
That's the statement. It's either Arch or nothing. That's it. So
Tyler?
There ain't. Everyone keeps hyping up Arch. And it's like there ain't no second in command. You can maybe do Renard Sellers as maybe a number 2, or maybe that quarterback from LSU is number 2. But beyond that, Arch is the starter.
I mean, that's a good pick, guys. You're all wrong, but that's, you're allowed to be wrong. I'm always right. The best player in the conference is going to be Nussmeier down at LSU. As long as he can stay healthy all year, he will have LSU in the playoff. That's my personal opinion about it. You guys don't have to agree, but that's my pick. Who do you guys think is?
Having watched him last year, I just want to say he's going to be the biggest disappointment. So
No, guys, we're talking about that. We'll talk
having
about.
watched him play and his attitude,
We're talking about
he's
that
going to be
next.
the biggest disappointment.
That's our next show where we're talking biggest disappointment, which is Drew Aller. Who is going to be the surprise team of the SEC? Jay?
Surprise team?
Anyway, yeah.
Fuck if I mean,
Good or bad? It can be good or bad. I'll go first. I'll go first, so it gives you a little bit of something to think about. I think the surprise team. It's not going to be Vandy. Don't be dick. I think it's going to be Alabama. Is not going to be as good as people think. Their quarterback's not great. I don't believe in DeBoer. I just don't believe Bama's Bama anymore. I think that they are slipping.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't see that as a surprise though.
Like, they're ranked number
I don't-
6.
I think that's just the Alabama effect. Like, I think if you're just being honest, Alabama's program, I think, is on a decline. I don't like 8-4, 9-3. I don't see that as a surprise this year.
Okay, that's fair enough. I just think that it's going to surprise a lot of people.
I mean, that's fair. I'll say Oklahoma is going to be the surprise because they have by far the toughest schedule, and I think they'll weather it a lot better than they ought to.
I like that,
But that's
and I
only
like
going to be a test.
and I like Mateer. I love Mateer playing quarterback. I think that's a fantastic pickup from Wazoo. Great pickup.
That's true.
Tyler, who's your surprise?
I mean, well, because he's just gonna run.
Yeah.
I think everyone, at least in the preseason, magazines seemed to like A&M. I think A&M is
Yeah, that's what they do. You think A&M goes...
like. I think they go 6-6 and then they fumble to get there. Like, it'll be a tremendous fall from grace. I think they can make it all go. Being an 8-14 last year and not going to the playoff. So, like, 6-6 is irrelevant.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call it here. I mean, when I look at even how we all went through our predictions here, like, none of it's a surprise to me. Like, it looks pretty straightforward.
It's all mediocre, though, right? Like, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
I think if there's a surprise in all of this, it says the SEC is gonna be average.
I think
That would be
that's
that
a
right.
great...
It's not any one team.
That's a fantastic pick, Jay. You're 100%. I think they're very... I think the Big Ten and maybe even the ACC is a better top of the half conference this year. I think there's a lot of in the SEC, and I don't think the ACC is as far behind as people want to think about this year. All right, so one more thing.
I think
Go ahead.
if Kate Klubnik goes off against LSU, it kind of really takes your Nussmeier sales out the window.
No, I agree with that. Here we go.
But Klubnik could also throw 3 interceptions that game. So
Who is the
and that was
first?
an all-time for no
I'm not
reason.
going to do best coach because that's lame. Guys, who's the first coach that gets fired in the SEC this year? Because someone is. And looking at our schedules, it's got to be Stoops or Billy Napier, like I said, versus Mississippi State in November or October.
So here's what I'm thinking. Stoops should be fired first, but he won't be because Kentucky is such a scarcity mindset of a state. Like, they're just going to grasp at anything that makes them somewhat relevant in football.
Wait, did you
know
guys
who's
know?
not like that is the exact opposite?
Did you guys know that I was right about Will Levis? Did you hear? Did you guys know?
Anyway, see, do you know who's the exact opposite of Kentucky in terms of they are so privileged that it makes me absolutely bananas?
Florida.
Always. always. And so I could see them. Billy Napier was on the hot seat last year, and I think it was his first season. You know what I mean? like they're always going to be looking for a way to just kick his ass out. But it won't be the admin who does it. It's going to be the fans who overwhelmingly say "fuck you" to get that to happen, unless it's something insane like Mississippi State beating them.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with none of those teams. I am going to go because they should have fired Napier last year, but he has Lagway. I think I'm going to go with, who's the coach for, I think it's Freeze. I think they fire him.
I think that's a good pick. I think there's a couple of them. I think there's 4 of them, and that's one of the 4. Tyler?
Well, as you said, he's not the fit, and I think Auburn will recognize that.
Yeah, he's not. Tyler?
Shane Beamer at South Carolina.
No fucking way. Why would they fire? He went 9-3 last year. If they fire him, they're fucking idiots. I think they're going to have a down year, but you're allowed to have a down year. You're South Carolina. You're not Alabama. He's a great coach.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
So then he goes to coach where? Because someone else is going to hire.
Virginia.
He goes back home to pay homage to Daddy. Because I don't think
Watch him.
I don't think Brent Pride lasts the season at Virginia Tech. I just don't.
Well, so here's the thing, though, is that because of the bad blood, Johnny said Virginia, not Virginia Tech, and that I would laugh my ass off if that actually happened.
I said Virginia
He
Tech.
went to Virginia.
I said
he said Virginia Tech?
I said Virginia Tech.
I could see him going to Virginia just to really fuck
That would be funny.
Virginia Tech over,
That would
because
be
that's how much bad blood was there before.
That would be funny.
Jay, who's your coach?
Eli Drinkwitz, please
Guys,
make it happen.
dude, he went 10-2 last year. What are you guys fucking on? You're Missouri.
Dude,
You're Missouri. You're Missouri. You're Missouri. You're Missouri. You're Missouri.
he is 22-20 in the SEC.
You're Missouri. What do you want?